No, before.
From reading, I think it was very like.
Yeah, but before. So now Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, now man lived 1400
the
years
word
ago.
Lord is mentioned a lot.
Yeah, 1400 years ago. Sorry, 1400 years ago, prophesied about things that take place in the future. To make you understand very clear, the Most High, the Creator, God, when He send a prophet, He's not going to send him just with a claim. Because this person is claiming to be a prophet and a messenger of the Creator, of the Most High. He will give him a clear evidences and signs to establish it is my prophet.
You got great teeth, Shamsi, I have to say. They're really white. Have you just been to the dentist?
No.
I wish my teeth were that way.
So Allah gave the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam prophecies which you know about the future.
Yeah.
He gave him a miracles. Now the prophecies, let me ask you, who knows the future?
Don't put me, I don't want to be honest. Sorry.
Well, no problem.
Who knows the future?
Yeah.
Well, psychics say they know the future.
Yeah.
Only
The Creator.
the Creator.
The Creator, sure.
Yeah.
The Creator.
And then you have a few hit and misses along the way with some psychics and stuff.
The prophet, like Jesus,
Yeah.
he prophesied, Moses prophesied, Abraham prophesied.
I tell you what, my thinking around Jesus is very different from the Bible.
Yeah, but before we go to Jesus, what I'm saying, before we go to
very
Jesus.
different
So
thinking.
Prophet
I'm just
Muhammad.
saying be open.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say.
No, but please, we're not go off
to be
subject. Just
open,
one.
that's all
of
I'm
course.
trying to say.
It's no problem that there's no one says be closed.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
open, there's no
Yeah.
problem to be open.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam prophesies many things. Is taking place in front of our eyes. As a Muslim, looking to a statement Prophet Muhammad mentioned 1400 years ago, taking place right now in front of my eyes, that increased my belief, and I believe the Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet because I have a tangible.
But it's
Now,
belief. You said yourself.
No,
it's belief.
Based
Yeah, you don't
upon,
know.
based upon knowledge. Believe based upon knowledge. I have a tangible proofs to prove Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet. On the other hand, how you just said Jesus came before Prophet Muhammad 600 years. Isaiah probably 900 years. So how we have Isaiah in the Old Testament speaking about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam?
What does he say?
I'll tell you,
I've
that's
heard
good.
this before.
That's good.
Yeah.
Isaiah 42.
Does he mention the word Muhammad?
It's better than the name.
Or Ahmed?
No, it's better than the name.
the whole
It's description of this description, historically speaking,
And his name as well.
does not fit no one except the Prophet Muhammad.
What does he say in there?
Okay, he says the servants coming to glorify the Lord. Yeah.
Yeah. What, to glorify Jesus?
No, the Lord.
Let him make the whole
Alright.
thing.
Yeah, because the Old Testament, the Lord is not Jesus. It's So it's coming to glorify the Lord, the servant.
Yeah.
So the main point he mentioned said, let the witness and its cities lift up their voice. The village that Kedah inhabits, let the inhabitants of Selah sing. So when you go to Genesis 25:13, Kedah is the son of Ishmael. So this speaking about prophecy, prophets coming from Kedah's lineage, and Selah is a mountain in Medina in Saudi. So historically speaking, from the Muslims,
where Donald Trump is today making a speech
Where is he?
of peace.
He's
in
not in
Saudi.
Medina.
In
He's not
Saudi.
Medina.
No,
No, he's
he's
Medina.
in Saudi.
Yeah,
Dancing with the Saudis.
Yeah. No, Medina, to Medina.
He's going to make a speech.
Forget about Trump.
Yeah,
Forget about ourselves. Yeah, no problem. So Prophet Muhammad, Sila, yeah. So historically speaking, from the Muslims and the non-Muslims, this
Is the
never
video-
took place.
No.
Never took place except
Sorry.
the Prophet Muhammad's time. You see, because after Isaiah, the only prophet after Isaiah came from the lineage of Kedah is the Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah.
You see, in another prophecy he said, a book will be given to someone and said, read. He said, I'm not learned, so I cannot read. Historically speaking, this event never took place except the time of Prophet Muhammad. When the angel came to him, he said, read. He said, I'm not learned, I cannot read that.
All right, hold on. I got a bit distracted by that.
Okay.
The mention is in Isaiah about
Isaiah,
Muhammad.
yeah.
42.
42, Isaiah 42.
Okay, I'll have a look at that when I go.
Also, you know about the Jews, the other sect called Samarites, what's it called?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Anyway, they have their own Torah, yeah? They have their own Torah, yeah?
Well, it's the first book.
Yeah, the Torah, the five books, yeah. Guess what? In that book,
Yeah.
Prophet Muhammad's name has been mentioned.
Well, as Muhammad.
Muhammad, yeah.
Really?
Even the
in Arabic or
No,
in Hebrew?
in Hebrew.
Right.
Yeah. No, even the Old Testament we have now, the Song of the Solomon, Muhammad is mentioned.
Yeah.
Muhammadim. Muhammadim is when you in Hebrew language, if you wanna respect, if you wanna respect someone, like Elohim. Elohim, it doesn't mean that there's five Elohim, because in the Old Testament, God told Moses, I'm gonna send you to Pharaoh as Elohim. There's one Moses. So Muhammadim is out of respect to refer to Prophet Muhammad. Understand? So what I'm saying, this proves Prophet Muhammad's scripture is mentioned before. Prophet
That's
Muhammad,
what I look for. For me,
Yeah.
I look for stuff like that.
Of course,
You understand
that's what I'm
I mean?
saying. That's what.
Yeah.
It's not about just believe.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if this is the case, this is my God. Wal-iyadu billah.
Yeah.
If you ask me the proof, I said just believe, have faith. No. Islam is about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the Quran. I'm going to
I'll have a
recite
look at it. I'm not saying I'm going to switch.
No,
to
no, of
Islam.
course, no. I'm not saying.
But I
you-
look for stuff
That's
to
good.
say, you know, because
Seek knowledge.
yeah.
We should respect
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the religions,
Yeah.
all the prophets from God.
Yeah, sorry, bro. Yeah,
Yes,
one minute.
well, that's I
There's
believe
no
in-
doubt about
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
In the Quran, Prophet Allah mentioned this, yeah? About because Allah said in the Quran, إن في اختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب. Within changing the day and the night, there is a signs of people of understanding. Now, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always encourage us and direct us to use our intellect to reflect upon the creation of the Creator, to come to conclusion there is not any doubt we have a purpose. Likewise, He sent the prophets and messengers to give us a signs. So when you look at the signs of the creation, with the signs of the prophets come hand to hand, and that give us a solid belief with the proof and knowledge that Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet. Likewise, Moses, Jesus, Abraham, Noah, Jacob, Ishmael, Isaac, and all of them.
Yeah. I'm not disbelieving.
No,
Don't
read.
trust me.
That's what I like to see. I like
Yeah.
people to
But
read.
what I do disbelieve with you is when you say
Disagree, you mean?
Huh?
Disagree. Not disbelieve with me.
Disagree.
I disbelieve with you. Billah.
You should disbelieve.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, disagree.
What I don't agree with you,
Yeah.
okay, and this gentleman said, is that all the non-believers go to hell. That speaks of a very cruel God. You know.
Okay, we'll speak about that. Okay.
I don't get that. You know, as somebody who is, you know, who is not a believer, maybe they've living very far away where there's no Islam or the
Yeah.
and they've
We know
led a
that,
very
we know.
good life as a person. You know.
explain that.
You know. I don't see how then all of a sudden God would say, sorry, you
Until you
didn't
bring
believe
it up.
Yeah.
in Islam, well, you're going to go to hell.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I really don't think that it's the intellect that God is looking at when you come. He's looking, my belief is looking
To your
at
heart
you as a
and your
person and
actions.
how you lived your life.
Yeah, I agree
you know?
with you.
Now, I don't think you have to live, whether you're Christian or any Muslim, it depends how you are and how you interact and you treat people. This is what God, I believe, is.
Okay,
and
so-
I have some experience.
Okay,
with
no
this,
problem.
so I don't believe that God
you mentioned some
is going to
points I wanna
reject
clarify.
millions or billions of people just based on the fact that they're of a different
I
religion.
want-
Because it doesn't mean that they're bad people just because.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
the Christians have the same argument
yeah,
about
he-
Muslims.
I'm gonna
you know,
clarify to you.
and they're all going to go to hell and
No,
all
no,
this kind. I don't believe that either. You understand?
I'm gonna clarify the point you mentioned. You said I will not believe that. You disagree with me that Allah will put the non-believers into hell. In Islam, we believe Allah will never put, like for instance, you mentioned a good point. Someone live far away, never heard about Islam.
In
like
the
someone
Amazon
in
forest
Amazon,
or
yeah.
something like that.
Islamically speaking, this man, because no one explained Islam to him, on the day of resurrection, God will test him. God will explain to him by sending a messenger to him. So God mentioned the Quran. God
Where
will.
did you hear that? Now?
It's in the Quran. It's in the Quran.
That he's gonna
the
do
hadith.
this.
No, Prophet Muhammad mentioned that. Sorry, Prophet Muhammad mentioned that. But in the Quran, Allah said, Allah will never punish a people until the proof and the signs has been established upon them. Meaning, someone came and explained to them Islam to them.
So-
However, they reject the Creator. Because what you have to understand, the biggest and the greatest crime to turn away from your Creator. And I gave you example. And now your father took care of you. Do you remember I mentioned the example? Let us refresh our brain.
Mine didn't, but
no,
yeah,
but just example. Alhamdulillah, my father took care of me, looked after me, everything. So what I do, now I'm working, I'm making money.
Subfathers.
He died, rahimahullah, anyway. He died, he passed away. So now...
You're right. The bottom line is,
No, please,
I
let me
don't
finish my
believe
point. Let me
God
finish
is
my
sitting
point.
there saying,
Please, I'll let you speak.
worship me,
I'll let
worship
me
me. That's a
speak.
huge ego.
You know, you
That's
haven't
a
let me finish my
massive
point.
ego.
He's
You
gonna
have
get to that point.
I get
Right.
the point.
I just don't
So
believe
now, so now my father took care of me all his life. What I do when I grow up, as I'm making money, I go to my neighbor, say thank you, my neighbor. Sorry, I look after you, don't worry, and I abandon my father. Logically speaking, it doesn't make any sense. You see what I'm saying? Any man will say I'm an evil man for abandoning my father because while looking after my neighbor is something good. But who has more right over me is my father, let alone the Creator who gave me my father, who gave me life, who gave me eyes. Let me ask you something. If I give you £2 million, I said, you know what, take £2 million for nothing, what would you say to me?
I would take it, but I wouldn't keep it.
No, but what would you say? Thank you or not?
Say thank you. Show gratitude.
No?
Show gratitude.
I would say thank you,
Yeah,
and I
thank
would
you.
give most of it away.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I know
yeah,
better.
yeah, that's
you
good,
know?
that's good.
But I
But
would
would you
keep enough
but
to
would
give
you
me
say
a
would you
good
say thank you?
existence, but I would
Would
give
you
most
say
of it away.
you missing the point? Would you say thank you?
I would ask you why you're giving it to me.
I said for just here, take it, no problem.
I say why?
I said no.
Is it real?
No, I have 50 billion money. Just take 2 million. It's
You're
not
give
the
me
same.
more.
You're going to
Yeah.
say thank you.
Okay. What
The
would
point
you?
is you're going to say
The
thank
point
you.
is you're gonna say thank you. No doubt about it. Okay, let us see now.
But I don't have a value of money, you know.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just
that's-
just an example. Yeah. If but now if I give you
Because I have
two,
none.
okay, that's what I'm saying. If I give you £2 million, give me
Yeah.
your 2 eyes.
I'd say no.
So you, because why your eyes worth more than £2 million.
Yes,
What about
of
the
course.
one who gave you 2 eyes for free? Why don't you thank him?
I'm a believer in God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in God. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a different belief. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't believe God is going to say on the day to billions of people, you didn't come to me through Islam. You know, I believe if I go to Piccadilly Circus, there's 10 roads to get there. They all go there. Yeah, but we all take
that's the
different.
dunya, but
Yeah,
it's
but
not
we
that.
all
No,
take
no,
different
even
roads.
that is
And
a
I
wrong
don't think-
analogy.
I don't
Because
think-
Christianity and Islam, Judaism, Hinduism, Sikhism, they're not just all of them one road lead to one God. They contradict each other.
The Anbiya
One
leads
road
to-
leads to Piccadilly, one road leads to China, one road. No, this is a bad example. Yeah,
Why
it's a
is
bad
it a
example.
bad-
I'll tell you.
why
I'll tell
is
you.
it
a bad
I'll tell you. All the prophets and
What I'm
messengers.
saying is
No,
that
listen,
there
listen,
are
listen.
10 roads
Yeah,
that
yeah.
end up in the same place.
But that's
so
good.
God is not going to punish you
But if you-
for trying to get to Him because you came through a different
Okay,
religion. He's
one
going to be
minute.
judging you on you,
Okay.
not on how you're thinking like
Wait,
this.
if
Why?
God,
I don't, doesn't make
okay,
sense.
if you claim to love God and you follow God, God told you follow this way, but what you do, you follow another way. Would God be pleased with you for doing that?
My thinking is a bit different.
No, no,
Do you
I'm just
understand what I
asking you.
mean?
Logically
Yeah.
speaking,
Yeah, but-
if my father
Yeah.
tell me, listen, another way. God would
Yeah,
not
but-
be
yeah,
happy
but
with
why
that.
would- yeah, but why
so
would
now,
God-
sorry,
Everyone else
wait,
understands
before God is the most wise. The most wise, the one who does everything in its, who put everything in its proper place. Allow me to
Okay.
finish my point, please, before you answer.
Okay.
It's not about, we're not playing a tennis table. You know, you pass to me, you know. Just let us establish, let us hear the truth. And now, as a Muslim, I believe it's not the only way to get to God by following Prophet Muhammad. And, before, now, yes, I believe that. But before, Jesus was the way to God.
You were Christian before?
No, not before. Before
That's why
Prophet
I said
Muhammad.
I was the way, the truth,
Prophet
and the life.
Muhammad, before Prophet Muhammad, Jesus, he was the way to God. If I was an Israelite and I lived the time of Jesus, the only way to get to God by following Jesus' teaching. Before Jesus, Isaiah or Moses or Abraham or Noah. So as a Muslim, I believe every prophet that was sent to a people, it was upon his people to follow his way. And now the last prophet is Muhammad. So God restricted the way to follow Prophet Muhammad to get to God. Because if God left it up to our intellect and our feeling how to worship him, every person say, you know what, the way I want to worship God by smoking drugs.
Hold on, yeah, but
Another
why
person,
does-
I want to sleep.
Right, so why does God give us the ability for intellect and feeling? That's how we
That's
normally.
good,
that's good.
That's
To
normally how
determine-
we come to a
That's good.
conclusion about
To
anything.
determine
you know?
between a true
So
prophet
why
and a
we
false
create
prophet.
the whole world and say,
Yeah.
here's the book how to,
That's
how to go
good,
about
because
it.
why?
In any religion.
Yeah,
okay?
no.
Aql Salim.
No, it's not.
Listen, hold on, let me Shamsi, one second.
You asked me a question.
Okay, let me 1 second. When a woman falls on the ground,
Yeah.
you're passing, yeah?
Yeah.
And a woman falls over, or a man, anybody, yeah?
Yeah.
And she's hurting and in pain.
Yeah.
And you go to grab her.
Yeah.
Who's grabbing her?
Who's grabbing her?
Yeah, you, as a Muslim or a human being?
As a human being.
Like you, that's my answer. It's a human being that's quite.
No, but no.
So
As
God has
an
given us the
atheist,
ability
I will not
human
pick up
beings-
because as an atheist, Darwinist,
Yeah.
I believe the fittest. What is it? The survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
So I believe it's better for her to die because that saved me more food for me.
Yeah.
Because that's what is Darwinism. Darwinism.
But
that-
what
you know
I'm
what I'm saying?
talking
So when
about
I
is
do
a
it
human
more likely,
being.
I'm doing it because I'm a Muslim too. You understand? Because Islam
the teaching of the Prophet
encourage me, of
Sallallahu
course.
Alaihi Wasallam.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, in God,
Yeah,
you're
of
more
course, of
interested in you as the human being who's just felt the
Of course.
feeling for this woman,
No, of
or
course,
as
I
a
understand
Muslim.
that.
That's what I'm asking.
I understand
you,
that, I understand.
Right?
But
I
you-
believe as a human being.
But you know what you're
otherwise,
doing?
why
You
would
give me
God
two questions
give
at
us
the
the
same time.
ability to experience and feel and work through
Okay,
our
you
mind
keep
about
repeating
a
yourself.
situation?
You
It wouldn't make
ask
sense, yeah.
why God give us intellect and a feeling. That's a good question. God gave you intellect and a feeling to do, especially the intellect, to determine what is right, what is wrong. So if a false prophet come to you and a true prophet, now use your intellect to determine who's a true prophet and a false prophet. Not use your intellect to reject all the prophets and you say, I'm just going to follow my intellect. These are wrong understanding. So God give you intellect to determine what is right, what is wrong. To determine between the teaching of Paul and teaching of Jesus, between teaching of Prophet Muhammad, teaching of Moses, in order to come to a conclusion, who should I follow? Because remember, the Creator wants you to worship Him the way He wants to worship Him, not the way you want to worship Him. I'll give you an example to make it clear to you. Now, if you want to buy a gift to your best friend, would you buy a gift that you love?
Not today.
Not today.
I have no money. Sorry.
Just.
Yeah. If you wanna buy a gift to your best friend, would you buy a gift that you love or your friend love?
I'd have both. I would buy something that I would think that is going to lift them up.
Say for example,
Yeah.
you're gonna buy a perfume, yeah? I like 1 million. Yeah, you don't like 1 million. Are you gonna obviously buy what
Is
I
that
like?
what you're wearing? I'm getting a lovely smell from somewhere.
That's me.
Is it,
It's 2 million.
Common sense will tell you you're gonna buy the person 1 million because you know that's what he likes.
I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy.
So you're gonna buy what they like, basically.
Yeah, it's simple. Yeah.
Not mixed.
So
yeah.
now, if you want to worship God, you should worship God the way He likes, not the way you like, because the only way to know what pleases God is from God to tell us. As I have mentioned, we have different intellects, we have different feeling. That's why God unites us upon one way, and that is through His prophets and messengers: Adam, Noah, Jacob, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, the last prophets. So what I'm saying to you, that is not really a joke now, because the Creator giving you proofs and evidences, universal proofs and legislative, which is Quran, and the prophetic teaching proof to establish, yes, Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet. So now, if you turn away from that, yeah, of course you're gonna read and everything. If you turn away from that, do not blame the Creator for putting you in the hellfire, because the Creator is the most just. How could the Creator? Wait, sorry.
You still have your own mind.
Hear me out.
So maybe you see things.
Hear
and
me
you
out.
think you know.
Of course, hear me out. The Creator.
I don't believe God puts good people.
Listen.
Irrespective of the
The
religion,
Creator is the most
into
just.
hell. I just
The
don't believe
Creator
that.
is the most just.
'Cause then we have a
The
proof.
Creator is the most just. If the Creator put the good people and the most evil people on the earth in paradise, what's that show?
Is that just?
Is that just?
Well, it depends on your understanding of good and evil, no? And where this evil comes from.
Okay,
Evil,
every murderer and every rapist and everyone like that. and
Rejecting
everyone-
God, rejecting God.
Rejecting
The
God.
human one.
Rejecting God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know this
And
started
worshipping
out.
trees and
And worshipping
stones.
Now, hold on. Well, I believe in evil acts. I don't really believe in evil people, really. And I have my thinking
So who
is
does the
people
who does
come
the
from an
evil?
experience.
Who
of it,
does
you
the
know?
evil?
Who does the evil?
Where's the person that's
Exactly,
doing
so the
it?
person-
So would you blame the act or the person?
We punish the person.
No, I said,
yeah?
would you blame
So you
so,
blame the
so the
person.
person you blame. You don't blame the act. If when you go to the judge, when you go to the court, the judge gonna say, murder, I'm gonna take you to prison, you murder. The action
He's
is
gonna say your
murderer.
name and you're
The
gonna sentence
murderer,
you.
you know, you see?
Yeah,
So
we have to have a system.
and
There
I
has to be-
understand your point, because you're coming from the Christianity background, which is
But
hate
I'm
the
not
sin, but I love the sinner. That doesn't make any
Well,
sense.
it's no. Well,
That doesn't make any
I'm
sense.
just saying from a
It's like love Hitler, but I hate the action he
The
did.
maddest thing is you
Who
would-
carried the actions? Hitler.
Yeah.
And you
The
wouldn't love
action didn't carry itself.
He chose to do that.
You see?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that people are not all one dimension. So when you think of somebody as evil, there's our
Well,
other
let me make something
aspects,
clear.
And even
Allah,
with Hitler,
no.
there was other dimensions.
You know what is the
to
biggest
that we
crime?
people, the society don't want to acknowledge,
God,
but there was.
I believe God is the more just. You know why? God already told us. If I believe in God and I see the signs clearly indicate toward Him, that is the
Absolutely.
Creator.
For
One
you,
minute,
absolutely.
No, 1 minute.
100%, I
Please,
agree
hear me
with
out.
that. Yeah.
And He already clarified to me, explained to me that if you turn away from me, you'll be in the hellfire forever. And I turn away from Him, I should not blame no one except myself. I should not blame
Here's
that.
the question.
You
Okay?
see?
I
That's
know
it.
one guy.
Because-
okay, I'm not going to tell you because maybe you know him.